Yippee-yay, there'll be no...
Hi guys, and welcome to the New Vegas Mod Clinic, part 22. In this video, I'm going to cover a mod called the Courier's Cache. Now, this mod is actually a quest mod. However, you would be forgiven for thinking that it was an equipment mod, because it does have a lot of great equipment. It has a few sets of really great armor that's obviously inspired by westerns. For example, the heavy duster here. This uses the Desert Ranger's overcoat, but it has like a gunslinger's belt and just all round would fit in any western movie. It even has spurs. There is a version of this armor that does not have the overcoat. It's called the Gunslinger armor, and it also doesn't have spurs, although if you use the I Got Spurs mod, you can have spurs with it. And it has a couple of accessories like a scarf and a water bottle. And both of those sets of armor come with their own hat. There is a set of armor called the Courier Fatigues. Now this is obviously modelled on the NCR uniform, and for that reason it's got a slightly more military look, but again, the great big belt buckle gives it a slightly western feel. Especially if you replace the Courier's cap with something like the Ranger's brown hat, you get a far more western feel. There is a set of armor called the Die Hard armor, and as you can see, it really is just a t-shirt and a pair of trousers. You don't even get boots. I'm not 100% sure this particularly suits the game or looks like it should be functional armor for a desert, but kind of amusing anyway. And there is even a backpack. It is called the Courier's Duffel Bag, and I think it looks very cool indeed. And of course it is functional, allowing you to carry an extra 50 carry weight. And just in case that was not enough, there is even a cigarette and a wedding ring included. Now there are also weapons with this mod, and they have a very unique look. They look handcrafted really. They look like they were homemade weapons, very customized and very unique. For example, a double-barreled assault gun. There is a ridiculously long sniper rifle that looks like it's been put together out of all sorts of things. Energy weapons and ballistic weapons. It is called a hybrid sniper rifle, and it has no kickback, which is interesting. There are a couple of rifles that look like World War I rifles, perhaps. They look pretty old. Bolt-action rifles. They look and sound very cool indeed. There is an auto shotgun called the Mother Bucker, which is pretty brutal looking and delivers fully automatic shotgun fire. There is a small issue with this weapon. Once you've emptied it, it carried on with the shooting animation for me. That might be my fault. I am using a few animation replacing mods. Or it could be the mod, I'm not totally sure which. And there is a particularly brutal looking weapon called the Waster's Survival Rifle, and it is fully automatic, and it has this great big blade on the front, although as far as I can see there's no way to actually stab people with it. But by far my favourite of the weapons is the Firestarter, which is a flamethrower that looks more like an assault rifle. It actually looks very cool indeed, whereas most of the flamethrowers look bulky. You have this enormous tank. This one has a tiny little tank. It fits on your back. You still look cool using it, and of course have all the advantages of shooting fire. Now my current character would never use one of the in-game flamers, but this weapon might be the sort of thing I carry around just in case I meet something I really do need to set on fire. But what makes this mod for me is the quest. You don't just get these items for free. You don't just get them, you don't go to a chest and pick them up. You have to do a small quest. Now it's not a long quest. Now if you focus on it, you can probably get it done in an hour or so. But it is a lot of fun, especially with the NPCs. There are two fully voice acted NPCs who are annoying, but annoying in a great way, in an entertaining way. They are unbelievable cliches. They are total parodies of probably every stereotypical cliche and bad character from old westerns. They are a lot of fun to listen to, even though they're also annoying at the same time, but they're supposed to be. You'll figure it out if you play the game. As I said, I will not spoil it for you by giving you many more details other than to say it's actually well worth playing just for the quest. But if you like the sort of equipment, this cowboy look, really get this mod. There is also a player home. I won't tell you where or give you much details about that. It's not a primary thing in this mod, but if you need a new player home, there is one included. All round, overall verdict, very, very good. I enjoyed the quest, especially the dialogue, I really did, and I love the gear. I actually have a feeling that the gear I've picked up, the armors I've picked up, are going to be the armors I wear in my current playthrough for quite some time. Now, there is one minor little complaint that I have with the mod, and that is that some of the armors do not have female models. They're quite open about this. For example, the Die Hard armor does not have female models. The Gunslinger one doesn't. I believe the Courier's fatigues does, although I have to say it looks a little boyish on Cass. The Heavy Duster does have a female model, and that's fine, but you should be aware of this if you're using a female character or you were trying to get this stuff for your female followers. You know, the female models are missing on at least 2 of them, and on the fatigues it's not exactly obvious that it's a female body. But that is a very minor thing in my opinion. All in all, this mod, lot of fun, great gear, well worth getting. Okay guys, that is about it for this video. I am going to end with some screenshots that you guys have been posting. I will leave a link down below if you wish to post. And thank you very much to everyone who has done so. I hope you guys can join me for the next New Vegas mod clinic or any of my other videos. You are more than welcome to join me on those, but whichever video you decide to watch next. Until then, remember, as always, have fun.
Very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell.